Alright, good evening, ladies. In today's video, the markets are quiet. There's not, you can't just buy a meme coin and sell it for 3x at the end of the day. It's a little bit more PvP out there. It's a little more difficult to be making easy money. So during this time, instead of being the gambler, like by buying meme coins and selling them and trying to bet which meme coin is going to do the best in a short period of time, you can actually provide the liquidity for the gamblers. You can kind of be the house, and in that way you can earn a lot of fees, like a huge amount of fees. And depending on how much you're willing to risk, say you're willing to risk $500, you can make like $300 in a day if you're following this strategy to a good extent. If you're following this strategy, if you're doing a good version of this strategy. Now, this is definitely not without risk, so you need to do this strategy well. You need to know what you're doing, and this is not for the complete noob investor. This is a little bit more advanced, but I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you're probably not a noob, because the noobs aren't in the markets just yet, in my opinion. Most of the people watching this video probably have a fair understanding of what's going on. So, like the title of this video says, we're going to be providing liquidity on meme coins through Meteora. So I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this and how you can do this profitably. Okay, so the idea with this strategy, we're going to be focusing on providing liquidity on new meme coins. So this is really small market cap meme coins, because the volume on those can be extremely crazy. So if you want to earn good fees by providing liquidity, and I'm going to show you how to do all of this in this video with examples and where to find these meme coins, but it's the new meme coins that have the most volume in comparisons to their market cap. So you can actually charge a good amount of fees, and because there's so much volume going through it, your fees are going to add up very quickly. So for example, if you provide, I'm going to show you here, if you can provide liquidity on the likes of Camino. So you can provide the likes of liquidity on big market cap coins or big market cap meme coins on the likes of Camino. And from there, you can earn 20%, 30%, even 100% APY on Camino. Whereas with these really low market cap meme coins, you can get up to 100% daily percentage. So within a day, you can make 50% rather than a whole year, because there's that much volume on these tiny market cap coins. So the main thing, one of the main things you want to look out for, this is not a foolproof strategy. You need to make sure, the risk is you choose the wrong meme coin, you provide liquidity at the wrong time, you don't set any ranges, you don't set a kind of a stop loss, and all your Solana gets converted into that meme coin, and that meme coin goes down a lot. So you can still get wrecked here if you're not doing it, if you're taking too much risk or you're not setting up your limits correctly. But at the same time, you can turn, a few $100, $200 into $300 within one day. So this is kind of a nice thing to be doing when things are trending sideways, when it takes a little bit of time. You need to be monitoring it throughout the day. So if you work from home, for example, or you're full-time crypto, this is a nice thing to kind of be doing on the side, because you want to be keeping an eye on the chart and make sure that it's not going to go to zero, or you need to be keeping an eye on what the hottest meme coin of the day is, and then you can provide liquidity on that at the right time. So I'll show you an example. This is one I did yesterday. Sicko. I just did this as an example. It hasn't panned out amazing, but I basically, you can see where I bought here. So once I hit 1 million market cap, I was like, basically what you want for a meme, for this strategy to go well, is you want a huge amount of volume in comparisons to the market cap. So you can see the market cap here is 700,000, and yesterday I think the volume, so the 24-hour volume, it's 3.8 million. So there's way more volume in comparison to the market cap. So if there's a huge amount of volume, ideally it has to be more than the market cap. That's a good sign. And the other thing you want, if you want to earn maximum fees, is you want the price to kind of trend sideways. And just to add to this, not only are you earning money by providing liquidity, so you're earning 1 to 2% on every trade, or whatever someone has set it up as, or whatever you want to set it up as, whatever fee you want to set it up at. This one here, I've set it up at 2% fee. So 2% on every trade is going to me, which is nice. 2% of every trade going through Meteora in this pool goes to me. So not only are you earning rewards for providing that liquidity, potentially this meme coin can go up in price and your pool is going to be worth more than what you put in at the start. So you can earn fees, and if you choose a meme coin that goes up, your total liquidity is going to increase on top of those fees. Now, it's not going to increase as much as if you just bought the meme coin, but this is a different strategy to that. But not only are you getting fees, and not only do you have the potential, a little bit of potential upside from the meme coin, you're also going to be earning Meteora points because Meteora hasn't done an airdrop yet. There's no Meteora token, and there is going to be a Meteora token. And there's the Radium token. There's Orca, which is a decentralized exchange which has a token, but Meteora doesn't have a token. So as you can see, most of these trades are going through Radium. Let's see if there's any. So if we look at Popcat, for example, this is going to have liquidity on every exchange, on every decentralized exchange. We can see there's trades going through Radium, there's trades going through Jupiter DCA, and there's trades going through Meteora, which is what we're farming using this strategy, and there's trades going through Orca. The only one without a token here is Meteora. So this is why providing liquidity on Meteora, not only can you make a bit of money, but even if you break even in the long term, you're probably going to get a nice airdrop for doing this as well. So if you provide liquidity on a meme coin, so let's just say for all of these meme coins, you're going to go 50-50 Solana, 50-50 the meme coin. If the meme coin just goes straight up, all your Solana is going to get, all of the meme coin that you hold in the liquidity pool is going to get converted into Solana. So you're going to make a profit on it and you're going to earn some fees. And that's a very good outcome. Now, the problem is, well, not a problem, but say the coin goes like 2x. You're not going to get a 2x because all your meme coin is going to get converted into Solana on the way up, if you know what I mean. So the upside doing this strategy is less, but potentially the risk is less as well. If the price goes down, people want Solana in return for those coins. Your liquidity is going to turn from 50-50 meme coin and Solana into 70-30 meme coin to Solana, for example. So that's what happens if it goes up, and that's what happens if it goes down. Ideally, if you want to earn a lot of fees, you want it to kind of go sideways, and you want it to have a lot of volume while it's going sideways. So we can see for this example, Sicko, I got it at 0.1 and it was 0.07. So I'm down 30% on the meme coin that I bought, but I've made, so as an example, I put in, let's say $250 and I've claimed $50. So I'm break even because of the fees, even though I went down in price. So this is just an example. And so maybe I should show you how to do this. So say where do you find these meme coins? You can talk to people in my Telegram group, join my Telegram group. They're always hunting for meme coins. Find them on Twitter, in my Twitter list that I recommend. So you can go to my Twitter account. You go to my profile. I'll show you how to do it on someone else's profile. So pretend this is my profile. You can say view his lists, Root25's list, and then you can just find mine that says memes or says goats, and then follow that one, or any of the lists you want. You can follow that, and I don't get anything for you following those lists. It's just trying to help you out. So you can find these meme coins on Twitter, so something that's just taking off, ideally. All right, let's have a look. Any good tickers? Any good tickers of the day? Billy is very old. We want something that's new. Spike Dog, whatever the fuck that is. Let's have a look. Spike Dog. Other thing you can look out for, you want to, so I do this on Bird Eye, but you can do this on any of the DEX screeners, DEX tools, whatever. You can say, okay, what is getting a lot of volume? What's trending today? Oh, this one looks interesting. Mood. Let's see. Okay, it looks like it's already a little bit old and it's kind of already done its pump. Maybe it's already dead. Let's see. Market cap 100k and the volume is 1.7 million. But I wonder if this is already cooked at this point. Doesn't look great at this point, so we're gonna skip that one. What was the one that we saw on Twitter? This one, let's just say as an example, market cap's 250k, 24-hour volume is 10 times as much, and it looks like it's going to be going sideways for a little bit further potentially. Now, probably at this point the volume has slowed down a lot compared to yesterday when it was going crazy, but you know, potentially there's still going to be a little bit of volume if it can pick back up again. So what you want to do is you can either create a new pool. If the meme coin's really new, that means it's potentially going to have a lot of volume throughout the day if you can set up the first pool. So first you would search if someone's already set up a pool, and someone already has, there's $1,000 of TVL in it, and we can see the 24-hour fee in comparisons to the TVL. This is the daily amount that you'll be making on this coin. So somewhere in the range of 4% to 124% per day. That's how much you've been making, essentially, like kind of roughly in a 24-hour period for providing liquidity on this. Now, and this is basically just getting worked out from, okay, there was 20 grand worth of volume in this pool in comparison to the TVL, which was only less than 2 grand. We can see the fee on it is 5%. Oh, you can make a lot with 5% fee. Seems crazy. Usually the fee is like 1 to 2%. Yeah, so this one's 1%. So basically, we can see in Spike Dog, these are all the trades, and as you can see, most of them go through Radium, but every now and then, maybe once you set up a pool, one of them will go through Meteora. Here, see this one? This one's gone through Meteora. So we're providing liquidity on Meteora, which is another DEX. So most trades go through Meteora, and if someone set up a liquidity pool, most trades go through Radium. So people put the trade through on Jupiter or their favorite Telegram bot, and that's basically just going through Jupiter. And then Jupiter chooses which is the best path for you to get like the most tokens for your Solana. So most of the time it's going to be Radium, but sometimes the price on Meteora will be cheapest. So that will be going through our pool, and we'll be earning a little bit of fees on that. Okay, so first I'll quickly show you how to add liquidity to this pool. Let's go with this one. Add liquidity. I would just go with spot, and basically what you're going to have to do, say you want to add 1 SOL of liquidity, you're going to need this much Spike Dog. So obviously we don't have any Spike Dog, so we're going to have to buy some. So you can do one-sided, but yeah, I wouldn't do one-sided, just do 50-50. So you can just swap it right here. Just go 1 SOL, you swap it into Spike Dog. I don't really want to do this, but I'm just going to skip the steps of actually doing that because I don't want to provide liquidity on that. So then you'll have your 1 SOL, you'll just click that, and then you'll have that because you just bought it. And then you click add liquidity, and that's it. And you'll start earning fees straight away. So it'll look like my one that I showed you as an example. Basically this, and once you want to claim your fees, just click this, your fees will be claimed. So I'll get 650 more coins and this much Solana, and that will get added into the claimed. I just have to refresh it. Right now, this, you can see, is getting less volume than it was yesterday, so it's getting 32% APY, so nothing amazing. But let's say you want to create a new pool, because that's probably what's going to happen if you're looking at a really lower market cap coin that's going to be getting a lot of volume. So let's see if there's anything that's popping off in Twitter or Telegram. Maybe I should cut. Okay, so now we found a new coin that just launched last night at midnight, just before midnight. Had a big pump up to 200k market cap, and then couldn't break that again, and now it's crashing. I don't know if this is necessarily a good one to get into, if it's going to have another pump, but I just want to show you how to do this as an example. So copy the contract address here, or copy the name, but contract address is easier. And I copied it in here, and as we can see, there is no pool. So we're gonna have to create a pool if we want to do that. Select base fee. We're gonna go with 1 or 2%, however much you want. this is kind of 2% if you want to be a bit greedy, but less trades will get routed through your pool. If you try and choose like 10% or 5%, less trades are going to go through your pool. But you know, it's much of a muchness. 1 or 2% bin step, you can just go 80, 100, just leave it. Initial price, sol per fields per sol. So you need to get this price. So this is the price in USD. You need the price per Solana. So okay, so to get the price in sol, we can get it from Dex Screener because it shows it the price in sol and USD. So it's going to be 6 zeros before the 4. Don't worry, you can just change this after, so don't worry too much. So it's going to be 0.0123454646, and I think that was correct. And if you want to create a new pool, it's going to cost you this much. I'll do it for this video. Why not? See what happens. All right. So now you want to add liquidity. No market price found token. Okay, so the price is actually wrong. I put in 7 rather than 6. All right. So now the pool has been created. It's going to be the exact same steps as what we did before. And as you can see, the pool price is different than the price on Jupiter. I put in 7 zeros instead of 6, so we can just sync it with Jupiter's price. You just have to do a tiny transaction, and now it's synced, so we're able to add liquidity without getting arbitrage trade and losing money straight away. So that's set up now. Now we can add liquidity. So again, we're going to need to swap some Solana. I'm just going to do 0.5 or 0.4, so I don't have much in my wallet. So 0.3 into fields, just as an example. Okay, so now we have the Meteora. We're just going to go autofill. We're going to hit the max, and it's going to tell me how much sol I need to add. I usually just leave this the way it is. But I'll show you how you can change this around to suit what you're actually doing, but I think it's fine. Just leave it the way it is. We hit spot because that's the simplest, and then just add liquidity. You just hit add liquidity, and I'm not going to do this because I don't want to provide liquidity on this garbage. But that's where you do add liquidity, and then you're going to start earning fees like in the way I've earned fees on this one. Okay, I also want to show you a strategy that you can use this to, say you want to DCA into a meme coin, or you want to DCA out of a meme coin. Say you have like 1% of the supply of a meme coin. Instead of just selling that on the open market, you can provide liquidity, and it will just sell it gradually over time without impacting the price too much. So again, so say I want to get rid of all this, I would put 0 liquidity on sol and the maximum liquidity on this, and I would go bid ask. So this would be like if I wanted to sell the fields into the liquidity, and I would just drag this across. So this would basically, as the price of fields goes up in comparison to the sol, I'm just going to be adding liquidity. I'm going to be providing liquidity for people who want to buy the coin. So basically I dollar cost average out, and you still get a little bit of fees as well. And yeah, that's a nice way to get out of it. And vice versa, if I wanted to ape into a coin and I have 5 Solana, 0 this, and then if the price goes down, I'm going to be able to buy it by providing liquidity. And again, like I said at the start of this video, you're going to be earning Meteora points for doing all of this. So this is a nice way to, number 1, earn fees. Number 2, like, be the middleman on all of these trades, getting 1% on every trade or 2% on every trade. And so you're making good money. Obviously there's risk that we went through, but this is a really nice strategy if you have the time to be monitoring and trying to find these meme coin opportunities. Ideally you want to get a meme coin that you think is going to go up or going to go sideways with a lot of volume. That's the ideal scenario. So either of those two scenarios is what you want to be looking out for, and knowing, like, being able to understand when a chart looks bearish or when a chart looks bullish or when a chart looks like it's going to be choppy and volatile. Like this kind of, if you got in here and provided liquidity and let this entire chop happen and sell here, you would earn so much fees, and the price that you bought and the price that you sold is going to be the same. You know what I mean? So this is a kind of ideal scenario. So that's all for today's video. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed, and can't wait to see you in the next one. Cheers.